Welcome to the Abingdon Kumon Guide to Home Marking. I'd be very grateful if you could watch the following video so that you will know how to mark your child's work correctly. Correctly mark homework saves us time at the centre, allowing staff to spend more time working with the students, and it also ensures that your child will make the best possible progress. So let's get started. You'll need your child's completed work, an answer book if you have one, the record sheet for the current week and a pen. First thing to do is check that your child has written a start and finish time on their work. Calculate how long they've taken to do the work and then enter the time in the time column of the record sheet. So this one is 10 minutes. You'll then need to find the relevant page in your answer book. So the set we're looking at today is from level 2A and it starts on page 66. So in the answer book we'll need to find the 2A section and the page that covers 61 to 70, which is here. We then need to carefully check every answer. If all the answers on a page are correct, we draw a big circle. If we find an answer that's wrong, we draw a small circle around the question number. Another page with no mistakes, so a large circle. If you don't have an answer book for your child's level and you would like one, then please ask a member of staff at the centre and we'll lend you one. Okay, so that's the marking done for this set. We now need to convert the number of mistakes into grades. On the front of every page in the maths programme there is a grading scale which allows us to convert the number of mistakes printed in the grey small boxes to grades. So for this page, 1 mistake would be an A, 2 to 5 mistakes would be a B, 6 to 9 mistakes would be a C, and 10 to 16 mistakes would be a D. So let's see how we got on with this set. Now I like to start at the back when I'm doing this, but it's entirely up to you. So the last page we had 1 mistake, so that gives us a grade A. On the next page we have 1 mistake on this side, 1 mistake on this side, so that's 2 altogether, which is a grade B. And then we just had 1 mistake on the first page, so that's another A. We then summarise where those mistakes were on the front page. So for this set we had an A on page 1, pages 2 and 3 had no mistakes, a B on page 4 and an A on page 5 of the ones we did today. We then need to put that information onto the record sheet. So for this set, 2A66, 3rd of August, this is this top row here. So we started at page 6, so the first one we put anything in is box 6. So there's an A there, a B in 9 and an A in 10. The numbers in these boxes at the top correspond to the final digit of each worksheet's page number, and you should only be writing in the unshaded boxes, please. Okay, next step is to give the work back to your child so that they can do their corrections. Once your child's done the corrections, you then have to check that the answers are now correct. So let's have a look. This one's still wrong, so that one's going to have to go back. That one's correct, so we can put a little tick through the circle. Again, that one's correct, so that has a circle and a tick rather, and that one has a tick. So we now have to get the child to have another go at that one that wasn't quite right. So we've now had another go at this answer, and it's now correct. So put the tick in the circle, and then you can write 100% now on the day's work, so that when we look at it at the centre, we know that all the corrections have been done and that everything is now correct. If your child had made no mistakes whatsoever in the whole set, then you write 100% on the front of the book, and you write 100% across the boxes for that day's work on the record sheet. So now we're going to have a quick look at marking the English as well, and hopefully we'll be able to show you a range of the types of mistakes that you'll need to be looking out for. So for this example, I've got set 2A81. So again, we need to find in our 2A answer book the pages that correspond. Please do use the answer book for marking the English. It will highlight to you if your child has put in an incorrect word much more quickly than if you're just looking and reading the answers yourself. So again, like the maths, we need to check every single answer. We also need to be looking at how the letters have been written, the relative sizes, positions, and various other things. So let's have a look and see what we have here. So for the first page is all correct. So again, just like the maths, a circle on that page. Now we have a spelling mistake here. So a circle around the number 2. The others are on that page are correct. Now here we've got a capital P. We shouldn't have a capital P here, so that is wrong. Now, very common mistake on this particular set. The answer book is sisters, parents, brothers. We've written brothers, parents, sisters. Brothers don't normally have long hair with pigtails, so we haven't looked carefully enough at the picture. So those two are wrong. Now, here, this is a capital K. We don't want a capital K in the middle of skiers and skaters, so again, those need to be corrected. And that page is correct. Now we've got another spelling mistake. And we haven't formed the B properly. Written it like a 6. So again, we need to be careful about how letters are formed. Musicians is spelt incorrectly, and we've got another incorrectly formed B. Now here, you may not be able to see it on the video, but we haven't traced over the grey printed pencil. So that's a mistake. If there's any of the grey printing, the child always needs to trace over it. There are 2 book. No, it should be books. Now we obviously, this handwriting's a bit messy, but we're going to let it go because we've got lots of other things to look at in this set. But now we've finished marking, we need to record the number of mistakes. Now, unlike the maths, the English program doesn't have grading scale, so all we need to do is count the number of mistakes and write it in the box on the record sheet. So we had one mistake on the last page. One mistake on page 9, two on page 8, 2 on 7, 2 on 6, none on 5, 4 on page 4, 2 on 3, 3 on 2, and 1 on the first page. And we also need to work out the time for this set and write that in the time box. And then, just so that your child knows where the mistakes are, you then can write the numbers onto the front of the booklet. So 1324-22211. You then give the work to the child to do the corrections. Mark it once it's been corrected. Once it is all correct, we can write 100% now, like we did for the maths. But you will need to check that all those corrections have been done. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I hope that you found it helpful and that you now have a clearer idea about how to mark your child's work. If you could please mark your child's work the way we've shown you, it will be greatly appreciated. However, if you do have further questions, then please ask myself or a member of staff. Thank you.